Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome back to section 3 of math topic sets. Already we have discussed what are sets. We discussed the two conditions of being set. Then we discussed how to find out whether the collection is set or non-set. Then we discussed notation also. In our second session, we discussed notations of sets, elements, and then we learned the sign that shows belong to. If the element belongs to set, we use that sign belongs to, and if the element does not belongs to, then we also learn the sign for that. Let's move further now. Let's discuss representation of a set. So there are three ways to represent a set. First is description method. Second is roster or tabular method. Third is rule or set builder method. We will discuss one by one what are these methods. Let's discuss three methods of formation of sets. See, first is description method. In this method, a well-defined description of the elements of the set is made. In this method, a well-defined, as we all know, what is this phrase well-defined means, right? So a well-defined description of the elements of the set is made and is enclosed within curly brackets. We discussed before in the previous lecture that we should always enclose all the elements in the curly bracket, right? So similarly, we have to enclose in the curly bracket here, and we have to well-define the description of, we have to give well-defined description of the elements of the sets. So this method will be called as description method. See this example. The set of all days of a week is written as capital A is equals to, in curly bracket, all days of a week, curly bracket closed. See, since we have the collection of all days of a week, so we can represent as by description method as capital A. We will denote the set as capital A is equals to, in curly bracket, we will write the description, all days of a week. This is the description, well-defined description. So this example is showing the description method. Next, the next method is roster or tabular method. See, in this method, all elements of the set are listed and are separated by commas. See, in this method, we are not giving well-defined description of elements of the set. Here we are not going to define elements, okay? We are not giving description here of the element. We are giving, instead of giving description, we are giving here, we are listed all the elements. See, if we have the set of all days of elements, we will list, as we all know what are the days of a week: Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So we will write Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, like this. So all elements of the set are listed and are separated by commas, and we will separate those elements by commas. The list is enclosed in curly brackets. The list must be enclosed in curly brackets. Okay, let's see the example. The set of all months whose name starts with the letter capital M is written as. Here we have the collection in which we have names of the months, only those whose name starts with capital M. So as we know, the names will be March and May only, right? Because these 2 months starts with capital M. So in this collection we have two names, and we will list it in curly bracket, and we will separate it by comma. So we will write it as capital A. We will denote set by the name capital A. Capital A is equals to, in curly bracket, March, comma, May. Let's see third method of representation of a set, that is rule or set builder method. In this method, write a variable, say small x, representing any member of the set, and state the property satisfied by each member of the set and enclose it in curly brackets. See, what we have to do here, we have to write only one element as small x. We will denote one element as x, then we will write the condition. Afterwards we will write the condition which follows by every element of the set, and we will enclose it in curly brackets. We will discuss an example, so we will discuss an example so we can understand it better. Let's see. See the example. The set A of all natural numbers less than 10 is written as capital A is equal to, in curly bracket, small x, such that, this colon means such that, we will read it as such as small x belongs to capital N, comma, x must be less than 10, curly bracket close. See, the set A of all natural number less than 10, as we know, natural number starts with 1. Always natural number starts with 1. So we indirectly, this collection is giving us numbers from 1 to 9, because it is strictly less than 10. It is having the condition, all the natural numbers in this set, all the natural numbers should be less than 10. Okay. So we have elements 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9. These many elements we have in the set. So we will denote this set as capital A is equal to, in curly bracket, we will write small x. This is small x showing an element. So this x, such that x belongs to capital N. As we know, we always denote set of natural number as capital N. This is the notation of set of natural number N. So in this set, every x will come, every element will come which will satisfy this condition. First condition is x must be belongs to set of natural number, that is N, capital N, comma, and x must be less than 10. X must be strictly less than 10, or x must be strictly less than 10. So if x will satisfy these two conditions, so will become every x will come in this set. So this is the third method, is called as rule or set builder method. See this note, the set of all natural numbers is denoted by capital N, right? And we write it as capital N is equals to like this. And the set of all whole numbers is denoted by capital W, that is W is equals to 0, 1, 2, 3, dash, dash, dash. As we know, whole number starts with 0, natural number starts with 1. Go through these examples. These examples will help you in deep understanding of representation of a set by those three methods. Okay, so please go through from. So this is your assignment number 3. Hope you all will solve it properly.